What's up everybody, Nathan from Pedal Commander, and today we're installing a PC10 on a 2017 BMW X5M. This is personally one of my favorite BMWs, so I'm really excited to see what this is going to do to it. Installing the Pedal Commander, the first step is to make sure that the key fob is at least 30 feet away from the vehicle, and then leave your door open for about 15 minutes or until you see the interior lights all completely shut down. So we're about ready to get this guy installed. The first step we got to do is we got to remove anything that's on the floor, including the floor mats. So we like to keep our BMWs extra clean, so we even keep this guy in here just to make sure we get no footprints or anything. We're going to pull out the floor mats next. Take that guy, put it off to the side. We don't want the floor mats getting wrinkled or anything like that. They might get caught up on your feet. That's no fun. And we're ready to get down in here and do the actual install. All right, so we've got the Pedal Commander unit here. We're gonna go ahead and slide the box open. First thing first is our instruction manual. This is gonna tell you everything about the Pedal Commander, how to install it, what to do with it, how to change the modes, all that stuff. Next, we've got the unit itself. We're gonna reach in and pull that guy out, pop up, turn it to the side, and slide it out. And then we've got our handy dandy alcohol pad. We've got our Velcro to stick it on wherever we'd like if we want to mount it. And we've got zip ties to help with hiding of any wiring that we want to tuck away. Installing the Pedal Commander couldn't be any easier. You really only need a small flathead screwdriver and an Allen key. Now, the bolt that's in the pedal initially is a T25 Torx bit, but these probably aren't as common to have at home. So the Allen key fits in there and works just as well, and I'm going to be doing the install with the Allen key to show you guys. Well, first things first, we're going to take our small flathead screwdriver and we are going to get right down in there and pop that little plastic piece out. That guy pops out and we see our screw hole. And we're going to take our Allen key, start it flat to break the bolt, flip it up to then just spin it a little quicker. And we're free. Then we're going to take the pedal assembly, we're going to slide it up and out, and it's free. And here we've got our connector. We're going to take this guy, we're just going to wiggle him off. Boom, just like that. And our pedal is free to come out. Now we're ready to install the Pedal Commander. Now that we've got the pedal assembly out, there's one common issue I want to go over just to make sure that we get this installed correctly. On BMW pedals, you'll see that there is a flat side to the connector and there is a round side to the connector. The round side is generally going to be at the bottom, but you always want to check and make sure that you've got the right side. So the flat side of the plug is going to go to the flat side of the pedal. If you mess this up, it will go in, you'll have to force it, but it'll cause engine codes. And that's not what we want to have to happen. Here we go. We got the flat side and the flat side. We're going to line those two sides up and you'll hear a click and we're in. We're good to go. Now when it comes to plugging it back in on the other side to the harness, same thing. You've got a flat side and a rounded side. Those are going to match up with the plug in there. If you flip them around, it's going to cause engine codes. Then make sure you listen for the click when you plug them in. So now that we've got the unit plugged in to the pedal, we're going to go ahead and connect the other part of the harness to the actual wiring harness of the vehicle. Once again, we've got a rounded side and a flat side, and on here you've got a rounded side and a flat side. We're going to go ahead and go rounded to rounded, plug it in, and when you hear that little click, you know you've gotten it. So once we've got the plugs plugged into both the pedal and the harness, we're going to go ahead and tuck away this wire. So we're going to push it right up under the panel between the dashboard and the floorboard. We're going to take the unit and we're going to place it up here, out of the way so we can get the pedals reinstalled. So now that we've got the unit plugged into both the harness and the pedal, we're going to go ahead and reinstall the pedal. With these BMW pedals, there is this little hook back here that you have to make sure it slides over before it lines up with the actual screw hole down here. You will notice this little hole right here. This guy lines up with this little pin right here on the bottom, and that'll make sure that you're seated in place properly. So now we're back in. We're gonna go ahead and put that screw back in first, grab our Allen key, tighten it back down. The pedal will kind of try to run away from the hole a little bit. Just make sure you keep some pressure down. Tighten it down nice and tight. Pull that guy back out. We're gonna pop our little piece back in here. Make sure our wire is all tucked away nicely. And we're good to go.
What are we in now, Nate?
We are in Sport Plus plus 4. And here we go. Oh, yeah, that rips. That rips.
The stock car modes, doesn't the Beamer come with like...
Yeah, so with the M Sport mode and all the other modes, the great part about this is that it just works right in with them. There's no extra setup, there's no throwing anything off. I think right now we're in the suspension mode of Sport Plus, we're in steering mode of Sport, and we're in, I believe, the acceleration mode of Sport as well.